Do I? Ah, I found it. Now, I suppose it would have been nice if I had actually gone into the Pokemon Center by the rock tunnel so that I wouldn't have to walk all the way over there again. But meh, it's not actually that long of a walk, I suppose. Is that the part that was stolen from my beloved generator? You found it! Thank you so much! Now all I have to do is attach this part here. Whirr! Yes, it's running! Whirr! Whirr! Wow, thanks! Here, go ahead and take this TM as a reward. Yeah, thanks, but I already have Thunderbolt. I'm pretty sure that Charge Beam is inferior to Thunderbolt. I mean, unless I use it several times in a row, I suppose. Which would, to be fair, be perfect for Enru, but at the same time, I appreciate having high power from the get-go. And now, with that subplot of extreme interestingness out of the way, I suppose it is time for me to go and find Misty, so that I can then battle Misty afterwards. And here we are starting on the trainers I was expecting to face on the gym because on the bridge, because they were on the bridge in the previous game. And indeed, right off the bat, he has sent a grass type at me. I was about to say that maybe Tim would have been able to handle it anyway because poison typing, but then this Oddish is also part poison, so probably not. Or pff, it's an Oddish. They're not exactly super powerful, so he probably would have been fine anyway. But I am overthinking this. Ha ha ha, you people were not hard to beat, but easy. Of course, I know I'm going to have to fight this dude as well, but I'm going to assume that he will also be not hard to beat, but easy. Tired out, you say? Well, you may have made a slight miscalculation, for you see, I'm actually perfectly fine. Now, Tim, use Surf to drown this Porygon. Yep, you were indeed not hard but easy. That looks like it might be an ace trainer or something. And anyway, that is irrelevant to what I'm trying to get at here, which is I am trying to ruin Misty's date. Aw, why do you have to show up and bug us now? Do you know what they call people like you? Pests! You heard me right, pests! Oh, those badges you have, are they from are they Johto gym badges? If you have 8, you must be good. Okay then, come on, come to Cerulean Gym. I'll be happy to take you on. Well, at least I got exactly the reaction I was hoping for. Which is to say that she was mad at me. I mean, what sort of villain would I be if I can't even annoy people? Although, come to think of it, there are Pokemon in these routes. Pokemon that I can catch. I'll deal with that later, I think, maybe. Now then, people are actually in this gym now, so it's time for me to actually fight it. Right, once again I have skipped several trainers because I don't care, and besides, going in underleveled maybe will make this battle more interesting. I was expecting you, you pest. You may have a lot of Johto gym badges, but you'd better not take me too lightly. My water-type Pokemon are tough. Well, we shall see about that. Maybe they are tougher than they were the last time. Where I seem to recall I pretty much wrecked your entire team using nothing but a Weeping Bell. But, or was it even a Weeping Bell at that point? I feel like maybe it wasn't. In any case, I'm pretty sure that Mars did in fact wreck your entire team. And this time I have a much stronger team. But then again, so does she. Ah yeah, figured she'd have a Quagsire. If only I had a grass type, such as Cubey for example. But I don't, because he's dead. And for some reason, despite being Cubey, he isn't showing up again just to continue to pester me about being a magical girl. Maybe he just saw how in an alternate universe I ended up cosplaying as Sailor Moon and figured, close enough. Or maybe that is completely nonsense. And of course you're sharply... Oh! It's inconvenient. So, it's likely to have a water move, so it can deal with Jack Frost. It's not impossible that it will have an ice move that could deal with Umbrage. But I'm going to have to risk that. She is withdrawing? Why is she withdrawing? Well, Starmie. I know exactly what I want to deal with Starmie. Especially because now it's pretty much guaranteed that it's either going to use Psychic or Ice Beam. So, Eneru should be just fine just now. Ice Beam indeed. Of course, after this, she is obviously going to... Don't outspeed me when I have the choice scarf on, you douchebag! She is obviously going to send out Quagsire again afterwards, so hopefully it won't go straight for the Amnesia next time. Because that would be irritating. Well, I mean, if she switched out when I sent in Umbrage, that probably means that it doesn't have anything particularly great against Umbrage, I reckon. So, wing attack. Well, that was underwhelming. Don't tell me it has thunder, because if it has well, I don't expect it to have thunder, but if it does, then that's terrible. Of course, a hydro pump or whatever else it's planning could also be terrifying. Water pulse. I was expecting a super devastatingly super powerful water move, not just an kind of strong water move. Well, I'll just hope that I'll be able to hit through confusion here. And I did. So, awesome. You're pretty good. Yes, indeed. I am, in fact, pretty good. So, I suppose I'll just send back in Eneru, because I don't foresee this Lapras having a ground or fire move. Or fighting, I suppose, would also be strong against him. But that is also a thing that I don't expect this Lapras to have. And of course, Lapras is really slow, so I obviously outspeed. So, how devastating damage will this do? Might not kill, because Lapras is bulky. Oh, I was expecting confusion there for a second. And if that were the case, I would have definitely needed to use a full restore. But I don't need to use a full restore. And now this battle is over. And I have obtained my 11th gym badge in this game. You really are good. I'll admit that you're skilled. Here you go. It's a Cascade badge. Thank you. That's probably going to be water pulse, I presume. Yes, indeed. Right. Now, I think I shall go and actually try to catch some stuff on those routes up there. I was about to say that route up there, but there are two of them, so it's not that route. There was nothing in either route. Well, I suppose I have caught most of the common stuff in Johto already, and yeah, the encounters in Kanto haven't really changed that much, so a lot of what is obtainable here is stuff that I already have. Nah, I'm not even going to bother. Well, I think I'm just going to go and fight some things. Because, I mean, I have skipped quite a few of potentially fightable things. I could also go challenge Sabrina, but I don't think I want to challenge Sabrina quite yet. So instead, I shall go off in this direction and fight against people. Preferably with something other than Eneru, because he is already my highest level teammate. Okay, I gotta go out of montage mode for a second there. What is that? Seriously? We are in the post-game, and you're challenging me with a level 43 Lotad and C-Dot. Why? That is not a very intelligent thing to do! What's more is these guys were bragging about how powerful they were as a team. But you have a Lotad and a C-Dot. That's not particularly powerful. And that was all they had to do. Seriously. Sure. Well, I mean, okay, I'm perfectly fine with accepting that I am in fact super strong. So, okay then, if you say so. I was just too strong for you. We have reached the Lavender Town. I'm going to assume from that sense that there is indeed still a name rater here. So I suppose I should probably get something done about the fact that I never got around to nicknaming that Slugma. So, I saw for a second there that the Slugma is in fact Lax. So it's a Lax lava snail. There, it is now literally a Lax lava snail. Except it's just actually a Lax lava snail, but you know, character limits. It's supposed to be a Lax lava snail anyway. And if I'm not mistaken, over here in the radio tower that used to be the Pokemon tower, which is kind of disrespectful to the dead Pokemon, I must say, I can get a certain radio card that will allow me to get... Well, first of all, it will allow me to get the Pokemon Flute tune, but... So where do I get this expansion card? Do I get it right here? Yes, I get it right here. Now then, music director, will you give me something awesome? Apparently not. So, is that tune already on my Pokegear then? Or radio, I mean. Yes. Yes, it is. But first, before I go after the Snorlax, there is something of vital importance that I want to check. Right, something of vital importance has been checked. Just because in my Nuzlocke of Gold I had a Nidoqueen on my final team, I was curious to see if there was any way I could get a Nidoqueen on my team in this game. And it appears that there might very well be. But first I must make it down to the right route. And I suppose along the way I should probably go and kick the ass of the Snorlax. But that is decidedly less important. I sure hope this one-shots, otherwise this Xatu might inflict devastating damage on Umbridge. That's actually completely harmless. Of course it might inflict devastating damage on the next turn. Nope. Now all I just have to do is finish this battle quickly or switch out to something other than Umbridge. Something that won't be devastatingly damaged by that future sight attack. Yeah, I can think of a few things. Yeah, just to be safe, I am going to have the one that hard counters everything. Oh, that tailwind sure didn't last long. And it appears I might not even have needed to worry about the future sight. Indeed, I didn't. And this is yet another double battle. Hopefully this one will be a little less pathetic than the last one. But not too much less pathetic though, and well, I'll give you credit for the Magmar. I will not give you so much credit for the Sunflora. Although, with this setup, I can't really use Surf. Meh, going to take out the Sunflora quite easily, and then, since I can't use Surf, I'm just going to Sludge Bomb the Magmar. Although, come to think of it, Magmar might potentially have something evil up its sleeves if it survives the Sludge Bomb. But we shall see. I didn't even have to worry about whether or not it had Thunder Punch or something. Well, seeing how you at least got me worried for a second that you might be able to inflict devastating damage on me, I will say that you were indeed a much more powerful and formidable double battle than the last one I fought. I was thinking I should just avoid the eyes of any more trainers because trainer battles at this point are pointless and stupid, but of course I ran right into the line of sight of one. Because why wouldn't I? That was just a logical thing to do, obviously. Well, at least it was a... Oh right, he has another Pokemon. Still, I do not foresee that being a problem either. I very nearly had a Fearow on my final team in gold, but then I encountered a Doduo right before the Pokemon League and I decided, nah, I'm going to use that instead. For a second I was about to be annoyed, but then I remembered how I almost one-shot it with return last time, so it's definitely going to fall to this return. It will return to the ground! I mean, that's totally what return is about, right? Returning enemies to the ground? I seem to recall from my Soul Silver Egg lock that those two are dangerous. Though maybe they were just dangerous to me at the time because I was kind of stupid at the time. But whatever. Silent rage. Alright then, I suppose I'll just take on the dangerous trainers. But before that, I will make sure that I'm already fully healed. So that was nothing I even had to worry about. Tim? But you're one of my teammates! Why would you try to fight me when you're one of my teammates? Alright, now I remember what was up with these guys. In a rematch with them at one point, that Psyduck, by that point a Golduck, killed my Garchomp. Why did I have to stop and think to remember Garchomp? I should not have Tim out against Tim here. Wait a minute. I also should not let... Well, actually, yeah, Shadowfax can probably take a water move from a Psyduck that's 11 levels below him. And if not, well, then F. But the Kadabra worries me, so... At the same time though, the Kadabra is going to die. So there really was no reason for me to switch there. Well, at the very least, Enru can definitely... Okay, there was actually a bit of a reason, because Tim would also have had the problem with that. Well, I say it would have had a problem, he would still have been able to quite effortlessly deal with it. Because it's a Psyduck, who is 11 levels below him. Or no, not actually 11 levels, but still, below him it certainly is. So, these guys are going to want my phone number. And for a future reference, I should not try to use a Garchomp to fight against them. Which is, you know, a thing I can do. Well, I suppose I am going to need to go and find something that can cut things. Which is lame. Well, the game crashed. Meaning that nothing that's happened so far got saved. It's a good thing I haven't caught any new Pokemon, so I can just go back and do everything off screen and then just pretend that nothing happened. Vega's progress has once again been hindered by glitches. Will she be able to catch a Nidorina? Find out next time.